Good morning. I'm Teacher Rose, and welcome to Contemporary Philippine Arts from the regions. Drawings, pictures, collage, and paper arts have been part of your education since you were a child. In this presentation, your understanding and idea about art will be thorough as you explore into this lesson. It will let you distinguish forms of contemporary art from the different regions of the country and discover the collection of other art forms integrated together to come up with contemporary art truly distinct and Filipino. Filipino artists are adept in creating artworks from different materials, both traditional and non-traditional. Different elements and forms are integrated to create contemporary art. Our specific objectives are: number 1, classify various contemporary art forms in the Philippines. Number 2, explore various contemporary art forms according to classification from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And number 3, appreciate various art forms and practices from the regions. Different kinds of local artworks have sprung not only in the urban centers of the country and in School of Arts of different educational institutions, but also a lot more of never-before-seen or heard art forms from the countryside have made known and have become renowned. The seeming isolation and distance of many communities in far-flung regions have kept the beauty and significance of countless forms of Philippine art. It is real good news that they have been exposed and have been expressed. Various art forms are known from the different regions or island groups of the Philippines. Generally, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Through these various art forms, we tend to picture out the different practices of Filipinos from the different regions. When integrated, describe what the Philippines is. From the previous lessons, did you wonder what are the classifications of contemporary arts? Or what are the various art forms known from different regions, specifically from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao? Those questions will be answered and explored in this presentation. The Philippine contemporary art can be classified into 7 major art forms. These are painting, sculpture, architecture, film, literature, music and theater, and dance. Knowing these classifications will guide us in identifying and exploring different contemporary art forms from the regions of the Philippines. So let's start classifying and exploring the Philippines' contemporary art forms. Philippine contemporary arts can be described into visual arts, literary arts, and performing arts. Visual art is an expression of artistic ideas through images, structures, and tactile work. Some visual artworks are integrated, which means it combines several mediums to create new and unique artwork. Painting, sculpture, architecture, and film are examples of visual arts. Painting is the expression of ideas and emotions, with the creation of aesthetic qualities in a two-dimensional visual language. The elements of this language, its shapes, lines, colors, tones, and textures, are used in various ways to produce sensations of volume, space, movement, and light on a flat surface. The first paintings here in the Philippines are commissioned works during Spanish colonization. And here are some paintings from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Sculpture is an art form in which hard or plastic materials are worked into three-dimensional art objects. Filipino sculptures came to be known in the middle of the 19th century, and these are some of the sculptures in the Philippines. Another form of art is architecture. Architecture is the art and practice of designing and constructing buildings. In relation to that, Philippine architecture was characterized as simple, rational, and functional. In the 20th century, the young Filipino who studied in American colleges and institutes introduced the neoclassic style in building structures. However, after World War II, real estate development started to take place. To illustrate these architectural designs, these are some examples from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Film is a form of visual art used to imitate experiences that communicate ideas, stories, or feelings with the use of moving images. It is also called a movie or motion picture. Moreover, the art form that is the result of the film is called cinema. The film industry in the Philippines started in 1897. In the contemporary period, martyr, wife, superhero, action, and melodramas and comedies are some of the usual subjects and themes in the Philippines. And here's some films in the Philippines. Apart from visual arts, there are Philippine contemporary art forms that can be described as literary arts. Literary arts are expression of ideas through writing. Literary arts can be categorized as poetry, prose, and drama. In the Philippines, literary arts are greatly encountered in literature. According to Lombardi, literature is a term used to describe written and sometimes spoken material, derived from the Latin word literature, meaning writing formed with letters. Literature most commonly refers to work of the creative imagination, including poetry, drama, fiction, non-fiction, and in some instances, journalism and song. And here are some examples of Philippine literature. Music and theater. Music is a collection of coordinated sound or sounds. According to Ramon P. Santos in his article entitled Contemporary Music, contemporary music in the Philippines usually refers to compositions that have adopted ideas and elements from 20th century art music in the West, as well as the latest trends and musical styles in the entertainment industry. Filipino music had already a rich and unique musical tradition long before Westerners set foot on our native land. Music was present in every stage of our ancestors' lives, from birth to death, in blissful or tragic times. Theater is a collaborative form of fine art that uses live performers to present the experience of a real or imagined event before a live audience in a specific place. The performers may communicate this experience to the audience through combinations of gesture, speech, song, music, or dance. Another art form is dance. Dance is the movement of the body in a rhythmic way, usually to music and within a given space, for the purpose of expressing an idea or emotion, releasing energy, or simply taking delight in the movement itself. Dances in the Philippines vary from region to region, and here are some dances of the different regions. Again, I'm Teacher Rose, saying share love to everybody, be a blessing to everyone. Thank you.